So guys, we just got some brand new details in regards to Oliver Queen's return in The Flash Season 9, and this was all teased from showrunner Eric Wallace, and we'll be talking about all of this in this video. So if that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Yo, what is going on guys, Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 9. Yes, we're on a roll with the Flash videos, and just, I've been on a good streak with the uploads, so thankfully that's been amazing, but obviously we're very close at this time for The Flash to, hit our screens with episode 1 of season 9. And normally around these times when we're, so close to like a big episode coming in, that obviously being the season premiere at this point, showrunner Eric Wallace does go around and do some multiple different interviews with various other people. And I have covered one of them already on the channel. And this is pretty much one of the other ones. But yeah, like a while ago we've been teased that The Flash Season 9 Episode 9 was going to be a big episode, and they revealed 4 returning characters in that episode. Obviously, Keenan Lonsdale returning as Kid Flash, Sandhill Ramamurthy returning as Bloodwork, David Ramsey returning as John Diggle, and Stephen Amell as Oliver Queen, aka the Green Arrow, aka the Spectre. And very recently, during an interview with showrunner Eric Wallace, came up the question of Oliver Queen's return, and showrunner Eric Wallace does tease some pretty interesting details in regards to Oliver Queen and his return, and will it affect Arrow Season 8? Well, be sure to stick till the very end of the video to find out. And obviously, after we read over the interview, we'll obviously do the classic breakdown. I'll give you guys my overall thoughts and theories in regards to everything. But yeah, the article that's open in front of me right now is from TV Line, so I'll be using that one as a source, and obviously I will link in the description down below as well. But kicking off, the Flash boss teases Oliver's return, says Stephen Amell requested one storyline add-on before saying yes. Stephen Amell requested just one extra storyline add-on before agreeing to reprise his role of Arrow's Oliver Queen during the Flash's final season. It was announced in early January that the 9th episode of the Flash's 9th and final season will bring back Amell, as well as David Ramsey and Keenan Lonsdale, while Sandhill Ramamurthy in the same episode reprises his role as the Flash foe Ramsey Rosso, aka Bloodwork. How was Amell's encore facilitated? Does the Flash showrunner Eric Wallace make that phone call, or does it come from longtime Arrowverse architect Greg Berlanti? So that was obviously the question, and Eric Wallace responds, "It's a two-pronged answer. I called up Greg and said, I have a crazy idea. What if Oliver Queen came back? And I pitched the story. He was like, I love it. Let me call Steven. So he called Steven, then called me back. Steven loves it. Talk to him, pitch him the idea. So I got on the phone with Steven, and this is all happening within a span of 18 hours, mind you, and I walked him through it. He said, I love it, but can we do this extra thing? Amell proceeded to pitch a story add-on, to which Eric Wallace said, let's do that, that's fantastic. And the call ended with Amell saying, I'm in, let's make this happen. It happened that fast. As for how the very dead Oliver Queen manages to come back for the episode, Wallace was mum on specifics, though he did maintain, we don't change what has happened in the 8 seasons of Arrow. Rather, we honor all of that. And the end resulted of this unexpected yet super apropos reunion between Barry Allen and Oliver. There won't be a dry eye in the house at the end of that episode, Wallace avowed. It's extremely emotional. Now, obviously, we were expecting it to be emotional because this is obviously Oliver Queen, a dead character that meant a lot to Barry, but also Diggle being in that episode, and he's interacting with all of these characters. So obviously we were expecting it to be emotional. Barry and Oliver always share some incredible scenes together, but I know the one that's going to kill for sure will be Diggle and Oliver having that reunion. But I found it interesting how, Stephen Amell said that, we don't change what's happened in 8 seasons of Arrow, rather we honor it. That's very interesting. Now, obviously, we weren't expecting massive changes to happen like that because, you don't want to ruin a whole show. So that's why you would want to, like, honor what's happened in the 8 seasons of Arrow, honor Green Arrow's legacy and honor the sacrifice he made in Crisis on Infinite Earths. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen over there. But the real question is, how is Oliver Queen going to come back in this episode? Now, obviously, we've made multiple different theories about this before, but we haven't really spoke about it recently after the set photos obviously came along. So, in the set photos, we've seen Oliver Queen on set. And the thing with this is he does not return as the Spectre. You don't see him as the Spectre. You don't see him as, you could assume a past version of Green Arrow. He returns as Green Arrow in his Season 8 costume. So what could this mean? So there are a couple of ways I could see them working around Oliver Queen returning. Now, we can obviously cut out the bloodwork theory because obviously Eric Wallace says it's super emotional. They're going to have a reunion. So it's not going to be anything related to bloodwork. So we can rule that out. Now, one of the options they could go for is that this is an Oliver Queen before he died. So anywhere between after he left Felicity in the end of Arrow Season 7 and all the way to before Crisis on Infinite Earths. It could be an Oliver Queen from any point in that time because of the suit he's wearing. It's the Season 8 suit and it's his most recent costume. So it could be like a past version of Oliver Queen from before he died, just appearing through time travel. Or maybe the Spectre brings him in. That could happen as well, although I doubt something like that would happen. If a past version of Oliver Queen was to show up, it would be through time travel. But, you would want something unexpected, and that's why I don't think it would be some sort of a time travel thing where Barry will just go back in time. He's like, you know what, I miss Oliver, let me just bring Oliver, bring him back to present day. I doubt something like that would happen. So we can rule that out, and this is what makes it more confusing then. Because how on earth is he back as the Green Arrow? So the only other option that could, come into your head is that, Oliver would see, as the Spectre, he would see the Flash and, the team all struggling to face off against a villain, that being Bloodwork. Bloodwork's the villain of the episode. So maybe like Bloodwork's like super overpowered, Kid Flash is in the episode, Diggle's in the episode. So Flash does have one hell of a team up. But, Oliver could see them struggling. Now, maybe if he interferes as a Spectre, it could ruin space-time and it could put like the multiverse at stake. Maybe that could be something that's going on. So Oliver Queen cannot interfere as the Spectre. So maybe to help out, he projects himself in the form of the Green Arrow. I could see something like that happening. Obviously, it brings up the possibility of Oliver Queen coming in because A, it would be a projection of the Spectre, who technically is still alive, watching around the multiverse. And B, it's the most likeliest one. And if we're going to have an interaction with Barry and Oliver and Diggle and Oliver, it should be something like that. I think that would hit the hardest because it's the Oliver Queen that, we grew up with and we watched through all 8 seasons of Arrow all the way until that ending of Arrow Season 8 where he's the Spectre and he's in like the afterlife type thing, if you will. So I would see something like that going on. So maybe he cannot interfere whatever's going on as the Spectre. Bear in mind, he would be way too overpowered if the Spectre was to appear like that as well. So as I said, my guess is that if he interferes as a Spectre, not only does it put the multiverse at stake and could cause like an imbalance or whatever, scientific term they come up with it could maybe like cause an incursion or something like that. So Oliver Queen being there as the Spectre could be very, very risky, and that's why he would project himself as the Green Arrow to help out Team Flash. I would see something like that. Not only would it be one hell of an entrance, imagine just seeing Team Flash struggling. You just have like a Green Arrow showing up and then like the look on Barry and Diggle's faces. Not only would that be very, very emotional, but also it would make the crowd go, holy crap. I would see something like that happening, and in my opinion, I think that's the most likely option now that we've seen Oliver Queen on set as a specific version of Green Arrow. So that's the only thing I can really come up with, and technically it does honor all of 8 seasons of Arrow because it doesn't really necessarily bring Oliver Queen back to life, but also it doesn't change anything from Arrow Season 8 at all. So it would yet honor everything Arrow has done, as Eric Wallace said. So this is why I'm going to stick to my gut and follow through with this theory, because I could see something like that happening. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. Do you guys agree with my theory, or do you guys think that there is another way which Oliver Queen returns? I'm interested to see all of your thoughts towards all of this as well. And since we're so close for the Flash Season 9 premiere, be sure to tell me what you're most looking forward to going into the Flash Season 9 as well. I'm interested to see all of your thoughts towards all of this as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.